You know how people say weddings bring families together? Well, mine did the opposite. My sister's wedding was supposed to be a celebration of love. But for me, it was a nightmare that pushed me into a transformation none of my family saw coming. And when they did, they hated it. Let me start from the beginning. I was always the big one in my family. Not necessarily unhealthy, but definitely not the picture-perfect daughter my parents wanted me to be. My older sister Sarah was the golden child, slim, elegant, and everything I apparently wasn't. She was getting married in 6 months, and my parents decided that my weight was a problem for the wedding pictures. Mum sat me down one evening. "We need to talk about your weight." I sighed. "What about it?" She exchanged a glance with Dad, who nodded in agreement. "You need to lose weight before Sarah's wedding. You'll be a bridesmaid and we can't have you ruining the aesthetic." "Yep," that's what she said. Ruining the aesthetic. At first, I refused. I was comfortable in my skin. But my parents didn't let up. They cut off my allowance, forced me to go on extreme diets, and even hired a personal trainer behind my back. I was humiliated. The worst part? Sarah didn't even defend me. "I mean, it's just for the wedding," she said when I confronted her. "You can go back to how you were afterward." But something inside me snapped. If they wanted me to change so badly, fine. I would do it. But not for them. I started working out in secret, but not the way they expected. I didn't crash diet. I learned about proper nutrition, built a sustainable routine, and educated myself. I pushed myself beyond what they thought I was capable of. The weight dropped, but more importantly, I got stronger. During my transformation, I met Alex, a personal trainer at the gym. He saw through my initial resentment towards working out and helped me turn it into something positive. He didn't just help me lose weight, he helped me find confidence. We became close, and for the first time in my life, I had someone who believed in me for who I was, not who I was expected to be. As I progressed, I started documenting my journey online, more as a way to keep myself accountable than anything else. But people related to my struggle. My following grew, and soon I had a platform. Brands started reaching out, and I realized I could actually turn this into something real. As the wedding day got closer, Sarah's jealousy became obvious. She wasn't happy for me. She was threatened. She started making snide comments, downplaying my hard work. The worst part? My parents took her side. They acted like my transformation was a phase, something I did just for the wedding, and they expected me to return to my old self afterward. The day of the wedding arrived. I walked into the venue wearing the bridesmaid dress they had picked for the old me. It was now too loose, and instead of being proud, my parents looked horrified. "You've taken this too far," my mum whispered angrily. "You're just trying to steal attention from your sister." Sarah glared at me, her smile fake. "You look different." I had never felt more alone. But then, something incredible happened. Friends and distant relatives I hadn't seen in years came up to me, congratulating me, telling me how inspiring my transformation was. It wasn't about my weight. It was about my confidence, my energy, my presence. And Sarah hated every second of it. After the ceremony, my parents pulled me aside. "You need to stop this nonsense," Dad said. "We liked you better before." That's when I realized the truth. They never wanted what was best for me. They wanted control. So, I made my decision. I moved out a month after the wedding. I cut contact with my toxic family, invested in myself, and turned my passion for fitness into a full-time career. My social media blew up even more, and I started coaching others who had been in my shoes. Sarah and my parents tried reaching out, but only when they realized I was succeeding without them. I didn't go back. Sometimes, people can't handle your growth because it reminds them of their own insecurities. But that's not your burden to carry. I didn't just lose weight. I lost the people who never truly supported me, and I gained myself in the process.